Hey everyone, Jink-ko here, reviewing my 4th place Spring Raffle Extravaganza win. So I ordered my raffle entry, which you might be able to see there in the back, on April 23rd, and this package arrived to me on May 4th. So surprisingly, in way better and faster shipping time than my Dark Standard Issue Battle Sabers. I don't know, it's because I live closer. I live like about 3.5 hours away from where Ultrasabers is located. But it seems like their shipping times have gotten way better. This one came to me in just a little bit over a week. And I mean, I have nothing but praise for their shipment. I mean, it's gotten way better. But let's look at my raffle prize. So, for my raffle prize, since I got 4th place, I got a free grab bag saber, and I ended up winning the Dominix LE V3. And I'll tell you right now, I have nothing but praise for this saber. This saber, I adore it so much. This is, man, just blows my mind how great the saber is. But let's start from the emitter. So as you can see, we have a flat emitter, and as we go down, you see those 3 rings. Now, I talked about these rings in my Dark Standard issue review, but unlike those rings, these rings are not abrasive at all. Not at all. I haven't found a single cut or have my hand be sore or anything after I've spun the saber. All the rings that are located on the saber are non-abrasive and are completely smoothed out. I'm really happy with that. Like these, you can rub your finger on it, you don't get a single cut. They're amazing. As I spin it right there, you can see the blade retention screw. So you loosen that or to get the blade out, and then once you put the blade in, you tighten it with an Allen key. So as we go down, you see our first little choke point. This is a very comfortable choke point. Actually holding this saber right there in the choke point with the 36-inch UltraEdge Midgrade blade that they gave me actually gives it a very, very nice feel to it. I really like it. As we go down, you can see they upgraded me to the silver AV switch. And I was very surprised to see a silver AV switch. It's my first saber with a silver AV switch, because I never felt like purchasing the upgrade for $15. And I like it. I like it a lot. I mean, it's really, really nice. Brings a lot nice silver touch right there. It has your silver rings all over the saber. As we go down, you see our second choke point. Unlike the first one, this one is a lot longer. See the first one right here, right under the emitter, and then the second one right here, underneath the button. You can see the size difference. This one is smaller, and then this one is a lot longer. But as we go down, you see more of those rings. Again, they're super smooth, love them. And then you see the pommel. And since this is a grab bag saber, it is a solid pommel. Don't know if you can see it on camera. Looks a little bit too dark, but it's a solid pommel because grab bag sabers come standard with no sound. Overall, the finish of this saber is super, super smooth. I didn't mention it, but in my Dark Standard issue Battle Saber review, that saber has like some weird like line, here, I could probably just show you now. I have to grab one. I don't know if you guys can probably see it on my camera, but probably won't focus in. I don't know if you can see like right there in that little glare right here, that little glare that's shining off of it. But if you can hear my finger, you hear that little like high-pitched like sound. That's because this saber has a whole bunch of like little lines, and so when I rub my finger on it, it makes that noise. But unlike that, this saber has a complete smooth finish. None of those lines. And it feels super duper comfortable in my hand. This is probably the most comfiest saber that I own. But let's get some measurements on the saber. So, from the emitter to the pommel, that's just barely over a foot. That's 12 1/4 inches. And the width of this saber, let's go from the wide bit right here. It's about 1.5 inches. And then from the choke point, so I'll give you guys a view of that. That's 1 1/4 inches, roughly. So overall, it's a very nice, sleek design. Very comfortable. The only complaint I do have about this saber is that when I received it, it runs on 2 AA batteries. And so the battery pack was in the hilt. But every single time I picked it up or would swing it, there would be a rattle because the battery pack would be hitting the sides of the saber and making all this ruckus. But I was fine with that because it was a simple fix for me. I went over to my office, grabbed a little bit of craft foam, and wrapped it around the battery pack, and that fixed the problem. So if I shake it now, no ringing, no banging, no nothing. If you want, I could actually show you. Let me just unscrew the pommel. You can see, solid pommel. Flat on the top, flat on the bottom. But if I show you here, you can see the battery pack in there. And then I just wrapped it in like 1mm craft foam. And that reduced all of the banging and clanging that this saber made. So I'm just gonna screw the pommel back on. These pommels can be a little bit tricky. There we go. Now I got the threading back in. But let's look at the color of my blade. So I ended up getting blazing red on my saber, which I'm very happy about. On camera, the blazing red looks like it has a white core with red aroma around it, but in real life, it's a solid red. The whole thing is solid. It has some red aroma around it, but it's a solid red. Overall, it's a very, very nice color. It's super bright. I mean, I've just been using the batteries that they gave me, haven't changed them out. Been playing with it every single day since I got it. And still as bright as it was when I first got it. So overall, no complaints about the blade or the color. Very nice color. I ended up weighing this. In this saber, like the hilt part, weighed only 1 pound. Exactly 1 pound. And then the blade, the 36-inch mid-grade blade, UltraEdge, 36-inch UltraEdge Midgrade blade, weighed 6 ounces. So together, the saber is 1 pound and 6 ounces. So it's a very, very light saber. You could be very quick and very sleek and sneaky with the saber. It's a very, very nice saber. I love dueling with it. It's my favorite saber to practice dueling and spinning. And, I mean, nothing but praise for this saber. So, that's going to be it for the review. Check out my next video to where I'm going to be showing this, the Dominix LE V3 at night, or in the dark. I'm going to show you what the LED looks like. And then after that, I'm going to do a review of my Fallen LE, which was my Spring Raffle entry. But other than that, if you have any questions for me, feel free to ask. I'll try to get back to you with answers to those questions. And just thanks for watching.